Well, we did it. We conquered the inner bitch today. First cold dip in a long time. Feels wonderful, and it reminded me why I used to preach it so much in the fitness days. And in my humble opinion, 1 or 10 minutes of full immersion in cold water is equivalent to 1 hour meditation. Especially if you laugh. You know, when you're in cold water, you've got endorphins, which give you that feeling of euphoria and ecstasy. And I always laugh. I've always just laugh like a crazy maniac in the middle of my cold showers, and it just happens. I don't try to do it, and that's, you know, if you do that 10 minutes in cold water and then you laugh because you're gonna feel the euphoria, I think that's equivalent to about an hour meditation, you know, in my opinion. So this video's topic is about killing animals for food. And one common argument that meat killers or animal killers and meat eaters use is, look, we're disconnected from nature. We live in electric grids with all kinds of damaging electromagnetic radiations and fake foods. If we were to connect back to nature, if we were to observe nature, if we were living in nature, away from all of this, we will quickly come to notice and observe that animals kill each other for food. And that's true. That's true. I mean, you know, when you look at the mother nature, you know, it's the whole planet is eating itself. And that's, life eats life, because even if you eat just plants, you're eating life. Of course, that's a sign of the Iron Age, you know, the Kali Yuga, as the Hindus call it. And that's when consciousness degenerates to the lowest possible level. And that's precisely why life eats life. Now, some life eats life in the form of plants, other life eats life in the form of animals, other animals, right? So you've got birds scouting for worms, you've got big cats scouting for, you know, deer or zebras, and sometimes, you know, lions, when they're really hungry, they'll go and try and even eat a baby elephant. They don't have the greatest success rate with it, but sometimes, you know, they do succeed. Baby giraffes. So, you know, it's true. When you observe nature, you find that, you know, life eats life. Animals eat animals to feed in the name of survival, because that's all they know. Now, okay, so we're in nature, we observe that is the case. Should we let's just accept nature as she is, you know, and just, you know, we are part of this cycle, aren't we? So if this is nature, then we shall just do what nature is doing. We should just eat other animals too. We have every capability, every means to do so. And in fact, we even have means to, you know, instill the least amount of pain on an animal as possible. Let's kill them in humane ways, so-called humane ways, right? Well, the problem with that kind of argument is that if we're gonna use the line, if this is nature, so we must do it. Well, there's a few problems. I'll take up problem number one. Problem number one is, if we're going to use animals as the example for what sound and moral behavior ought to be, oh, there's so many problems with it. Let me start with number one. Number one, animals also, let's use that argument, animals do it, so we should do it too. Animals also kill each other for dominance. So should we also do the same thing? Should I go out and kill every single young male in my neighborhood right now here, in the name of dominance, because I want to instill my dominance, and I want to make this part, this barrio, this neighborhood, my territory, Said's territory. So should I go out there and kill every single young male, as lions do? You know, when you get to a certain level, if you're a young lion in the wilderness, you have an instinct, a program. An instinct is a program to go and become part of a pride and become the leader of the pride. So what you have to do when you find a pride, think of a pride is like a bunch of lionesses, and one or two, sometimes you get two brothers that are like dominant. Rarely is it more than two, but it can happen. I invite you, if you have the guts for it, to watch. Oh man, what was the documentary? Oh man, I forgot the name of it. It's these 5 lions, and they are in. They end up like going and taking over prides, but they also fight amongst each other at some point. Actually, they fight viciously, but at the beginning they're like brothers, I believe. They're all brothers. And at some point, and this is a very rare occurrence, you had 5 leaders of a pride, okay? Usually it's 1, sometimes 2, no more than that. Anyway, so there is the instinct of a young or 2, let's just say young lion, 1 young lion male, to find the pride, kill the leader or the leaders, kill all the cubs, so because they're not his cubs, and then mate with all the females there, or whatever, all the females that he likes. Should we do the same thing? Should I do the same thing now because lions do it? Right? Should I? Alright, should I go get a gun now? And go and search for every young male in my neighborhood here and just kill them for no reason, or for reason actually. I want to assert my dominance here. This is my territory, right? This is my territory, and if somebody says, why are you doing this? I'll say, because animals do it too. Because lions do it, because animals do it. Should I go and rape all the women too? It's common behavior in some animals, right? Kill all the males and rape all the women. Right? In the name of procreation. I am the alpha male here right now. This is my territory. Every woman here belongs to me. That's very common behavior in animals. Should we do that? Should we do that as humans? Are we really putting animals as an example here and following that? Because if we are, there's a lot of problems with that kind of logic. A lot of problems. And I'm not saying that animals can't teach us anything. They can teach us a lot. They can teach us a lot. One thing they can teach us is how to be just one with the Tao. If you have a dog, your dog just kind of is just one with the Tao. It's just chilling. It's not worrying, It's not worrying. And they also take pain pretty well, animals. They can teach you patience. They can teach you a lot of things. I'm not saying they can't teach you. But when it comes to morals, see, humans have morals. Humans create music. They create art. They create poetry. They write laws. And they have the capability to self-realize and ascend. And so therefore, whatever humans do on the planet, the rest of the animal kingdom follows. Because humans are the more intelligent species. We are the leaders and the caretakers of the planet. So we should hold ourselves to different standards than animals. We should have compassion for all animals. Just because animals kill each other, and sometimes will kill us also, right? Doesn't mean we kill them. We're so intelligent and smart that we have the capability, even if an animal wants to kill you, if you have the right tools, you have the capability to just like, just kind of put them to sleep without necessarily harming them. Just like shoot one of those, what's the name here? The things the doctor puts in your bloodstream to make you, I've had those. It starts with an A. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about here. We are so intelligent that we have the capability, even the biggest and the mightiest of animals is going to come after you and kill you. With the right tools, you could just stun them. Sedate them, right? So, should we hold ourselves accountable? There's a donkey. Donkeys are treated terribly here. It's actually heartbreaking to see how much they make them carry stuff, and he's probably stressed. That's why he's making this sound. So should we hold ourselves, to the same standards? Should we go and kill animals? Now look, I get it. If you're living in Africa and a lion attacks you, and you don't have the right tools to just sedate them, then yeah, you have to defend yourself. In that case, you must defend yourself. You must. So if you have basic primal tools, a knife or a sword or something like that, then you must defend yourself. That's a different scenario here. But if you have the right tools, just because a lion wants to kill you, does that mean you kill him too? If you have the right tools, just sedate the lion. Because we have different standards here. We hold ourselves accountable to different morals. Human beings are significantly different than the rest of the animal kingdom. So again, that logic stands on weak foundations, because if we just simply because animals do it, they kill one another, so we've got to do the same thing also, right? It is what I don't want to kill animals. It's not like I want to kill animals, Saeed. I don't really want to kill animals. I'm just gonna do it because we have to, right? We have to survive. I'm doing it for survival. We need the nutrients. We need the nutrients in these in animal meat. We need it. I don't even want to do it really, but it is what it is. Life eats life. We need these nutrients, so it's not like I don't want to do it and I'm killing them humanely. No. We hold ourselves accountable to different standards, different morals. This is the predicament of a human being. You understand? The predicament of a human being is different. A human being is a different creature and has a different purpose than the rest of the animal kingdom. We are the caretakers of the planet. We are the leaders of the planet. If we create a heaven on earth, the rest of the animal kingdom will be happy. If we create hell on earth, like we have in this Iron Age and the Kali Yuga, then look at the condition of the animals. Terrible. Okay, so there's one thing for me that doesn't make sense, all right? There's a lot of things I also want to talk about, but let me just recap this one here. Remember, animals like lions, big cats, even horses actually, they assert their dominance by killing other males and by raping the woman. Gorillas do the same thing. You have one dominant gorilla and he kills the other males or damages them or kicks them out with violence and aggression, and he just has sex with the rest of the women. The women really don't have a choice. Imagine all humans were just to do that right now. Would you want that? Would you want somebody walking into your house right now and raping your girlfriend in front of you and killing you after? Would you want someone to do that in the name of territorial and I have to do it because I have to survive? No. Okay. All right. Something else here. Do we really need those nutrients in the animal products? That this is an argument. You're going to use this and that. Some say yes, some say no, blah, 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 blah. Unless you understand that you're a being made of light, having a human experience in a vehicle, and your mind, you could do anything with your mind. This is another thing, you see. You have a belief right now that you need animal product. It's a belief, which makes it true as far as your belief goes. But one of your responsibilities as an intelligent human being is to begin to use your mind and to free yourself from the shackles and the prisons of all these belief systems that you have been fed. Okay, so recognize that this lie inside of you, the lie that you've been fed, is that you need animal products, is a lie, and you have a responsibility as an intelligent human being to free yourself. Ignorance is very, very expensive. What do I mean? You reap karma through your ignorance. So look at all the people getting juiced right now, right? They're ignorant. Most of them don't know what they're doing to themselves, but the karma doesn't care. The fact of the matter is, you put something poisonous like this, you're gonna get it. So ignorance is very expensive. Your ignorance of the lies you've been told is very expensive, because You might do it and say, you know what, like I'm doing it because I need it. I really love the animals, but I do it because I need it. Your ignorance of thinking you need animal nutrients to survive is causing a lot of karma. Because look, if you kill, or so you say, but I'm not killing it directly. It doesn't matter. I could hire a hitman to kill somebody, but I'm not doing it directly. It's the same thing. All right? Your ignorance of the laws of karma, it's expensive to be ignorant. All I'm gonna say. So right now, you're ignorant. You're thinking you belie with the lie that you need animal products, and you're doing it, and you say, man, I have a good heart. I wish we didn't need animals. I went vegan for 5 years and my health deteriorated. Well, probably because you did it wrong. Check one of my recent videos. Bill Gates wants you to go vegan. Watch it. Okay? But yeah, I went vegan and I couldn't, and I had to. And when I got back on the meat, I felt great. Check my video also about stimulants. I don't know if it came out yet or not. Okay? I can drink coffee and feel great. I can drink coffee for years, and every time I drink it, I feel great. Doesn't mean it's good for me. All right, so, and you know what? I will agree with you by saying, but look, plants are alive too. So then you're eating fruits. You're eating fruits. You're eating this. You're eating that. They're alive too, right? That's a lie. That's also a lie. We don't need anything. The ultimate truth is we don't need anything. So, but there's different levels to this. You understand? There is different levels to freeing yourself from the lies. The first thing you have to do is, first of all, if you're like being so rude and mean and aggressive, and you're killing humans and you're eating humans and you're a cannibalist, for you to go and only eat animal products from that level is a big improvement. Okay, there's different levels. We're constantly seeing God in everything and everyone. First, we see it in our fellow humans. So if you're a cannibalist and you repent and you say, no more, I have realized like I'm doing wrong to my fellow humans, and you're killing them, you're just like a criminal killing, that's a great step. And that might be all the evolution that you're gonna have in that way in this lifetime. You may continue to eat animals for the rest of life, and still you will look back at this life and be like, what a success. I've overcome my cannibalism. Okay, then the next step would be to stop killing, murdering, and eating animals. From that on, you're committing less harm by eating plants, the least one of them being fruits, of course, because actually the fruit has a seed in it. The tree is giving you the fruit, and the fruit wants to be eaten, you see, because what happens is there is a seed in there. Either you eat it and you throw away the seed, and boom, you give a chance for the tree to grow. So the tree wants you to eat its fruit. Okay, or let's say in the case of a tomato, you ate the tomato and then the seeds go inside of you, and then you shit it out as you're supposed to shit it out in nature, and boom. So all the seeds are being spread, so a tree wants you to eat it. So in a way, yes, when you cut a plant, there is a karma involved there. There is, harm to it in one way or another. But when you eat a fruit, that's maybe the only food that has practically no karma. Practically, there's got to be some in there too, but practically no karma. But even then, as you continue to level up your awareness and see God in everything and everyone, even then at some point you will come to realize that I am a being of light, and I do not need fossil fuels anymore. I can just power myself with subtler forms of energy. I can power myself with the sun. There is a big secret that's been hidden from us. We can actually do photosynthesis. Okay, our human bodies are capable of doing photosynthesis, right? And you say, well, I can now live forever. I can live for thousands of years, right? You hear of all these prophets, Noah and all these prophets, biblical prophets. You hear of Babaji in India. He's supposedly been still alive since the Roman times. They all just don't eat because they're powered by subtler forms of energy, and they're living for thousands of years. Noah lived for 950 years. So, all right. So there you go. Your ignorance and you insisting on the lie that you need animal products, and you're eating them just in the name of I need to take care of myself and survive first, or I will be malnourished or die. That's you're ignorant, and you're gonna pay for it, because you're gonna continue to kill and eat animals, and you're gonna pay for it dearly. All right, you've got probably so many lifetimes lined up where you're gonna be on the receiving end of that. Okay, so Is there anything else I wanted to cover here? I feel like there's one more thing I wanted to talk about in that regard. We've covered the whole thing with animals do it so we must. And then we've covered the thing with I need animal products. I love animals, but I need it, and how your ignorance is going to be expensive in the same way that the ignorance of someone who thinks, oh, no, I'll just get the juice. It's going to be fine. The government loves me. You're going to pay dearly with it, with karmic consequences, which will be you're going to get sick and possibly perish in a painful way. All right? Ignorance, the Buddha says, in Buddhism, you have the 3 poisons, right? If I remember correctly, one of them is ignorance, for sure. I can't remember the other 2. But one of them is ignorance. Ignorance in Buddhism is such an expensive mistake to be ignorant. And in fact, Buddha says the reason why people keep getting caught in the samsara, in the cycle of death and rebirth, is due to ignorance. He says we must liberate people from their ignorance in order for them to not be stuck in the cycle anymore. And this ignorance of you killing and consuming animals is keeping you in the cycle of samsara, whether you know it or not. Right? Whether you know it or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look, cats have no idea that the internet's there, but the internet's there, and we can access it and we can use it. But they don't know. But whether the cats know or not doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is we can access internet. And so whether you're aware or not that killing animals have dire consequences, karmically speaking, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is these are the laws of the universe. Okay? And part of evolving into higher states of awareness is to realize, like, I can't be killing and eating animals anymore. You know, it's just the simple truth. Simple truth, you know. You can be in denial all you want, folks. All you want. I am just grateful for God for guiding me to these truths. Like, I thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you, because the truth sets you free. Right? But I am respectful of every soul's free will. So therefore, if you want to continue to eat, consume, and kill animals, that's your life, that's your free will, and you have some karma to work out with these animals. Okay? I'm a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger here. All right? The truth sets you free. Ignorance keeps you in prison. The truth sets you free. Okay? So I know there is more I wanted to say, but I will finish off this video with one last thing. The Hindus say it is, and the Buddhists say it is such a precious thing to be a human being, because a human being is the only organism on plain Earth that is capable of self-realization, that is capable of total union with God. We are capable of self-reflection. We're capable of correcting our mistakes. We are capable of repenting. We're capable of self-reflection. Animals can't really do that. Animals are very much operating on the instinctual, which is programs, instinctual level. All right, a human being can say, wow, man, the last 30 years, oh my God, I've been doing this and wrong, and I've wronged people, and I've treated my husband like shit, or I treated my wife like shit, and I did this, and I ate like McDonald's every day. Like, a human's capable of reflecting and changing their behavior. Animals can't really do that. You know, we have a responsibility towards ourselves and towards animals, because they're intelligent also. They're intelligent. Everything is intelligent. Water is intelligent, plants are intelligent, animals are intelligent. But no one on plain Earth is as intelligent as human beings. No one can have this capacity of self-reflection and like changing behavior drastically. Imagine you've been killing humans for 30 years. And one day you're like, whoa, man, I can't do that anymore. And you go and you ask for forgiveness from God, and you go to these families of people who you've killed their families, and you say, please forgive me. I like you change. But if a lion's killing lions, the lion's killing lions until the end of their days. That's just the instinct. That's a program. All right, they have very little. Maybe some animals have a more of a capacity for this type of self-reflection. Maybe dolphins are pretty intelligent, you know. And you see some animals, like, you know, you see the chimpanzees and the monkeys in general, elephants. You see certain animals just have more of those human qualities. Like elephants will mourn their dead ones, they'll cry, okay? And we say, wow, you know, I went one time to a zoo, and I don't like zoos. But anyway, I went to a zoo, it was a few years back, and I saw this gorilla, and it was like sitting there, and it was scratching its head, and looked like a human in its very early stages, right? It looked like some kind of a, you know, it looked like it's about to become a human at some point. It looked like it was thinking, you know. But for the most part, like, I don't know of any animal that can just like completely drastically change their behavior and like just change it overnight. Morality is a human quality. All right, we're called here to choose good or evil. All right, and we're called here to change our actions. We're called here to act in ways that help us ascend in our level of awareness and go beyond the dome, right? Go to the worlds of the gods, the worlds of Krishna, Shambhalaba, or whatever it's called in Buddhism. Valhalla, right? Those worlds beyond the firmament. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to do that unless we develop compassion, enough capacity for compassion to stop killing and eating other animals. And that's just one aspect of evolution, of ascension, but an important one nevertheless. All right, I think I've said everything I need to say here, or I wanted to say. Thank you to the patrons for your continued support, and I would like to thank our donors via PayPal for your generous donations. If you would like to send us a generous donation of a minimum of $1 million, you could do so down below in the description. In the comment, I usually leave a link there if you want to. We appreciate that. I also do one-on-one consultations, so you could go ahead and book a call if you're interested to do that. And I love you guys, and I will see you, or let's say until next time, may the force be with you.